hopefully good onboarding experience. If it's not, we do have issues. So if you want to click that report a bug button, you can open up an issue and just tell us, hey, you could probably do a better job.
It's Issues with Brian.
What's up, y'all? It's B Dougie again to talk about issues with Brian. I wanted to actually share this project with open source. We have yet again another homepage update. We're switching back from the sort of purple and blue, teal, back to the orange and yellow. Well, actually, this is all pretty much orange. I don't know. Someone comment below if this is orange. So what I'm getting at is new update to the actual landing page, but also another update to onboarding. And this is something I've been so this is our design system, design.opensource.pizza. We'll need to actually fix this to constrain it to sort of align better. But essentially, if you remember the old design onboarding, which I could actually show, it was very confusing. And so we want to provide a better experience where you have an idea of why you're logged into open source and then what to do next. So my whole thing is I like doing developer relations. I think I saw in the chat as well. My day job is I'm a director of developer relations at GitHub, and we're all about getting folks into new features at the company. And at open source, I want to basically get people involved in open source quicker. So what we've done is we have like a very clear, currently 2 steps. We'll have a 3rd step where you can actually get started pretty quickly. You just follow the steps, you're good to go. And the way that works, if you click the login button, you're presented, and this is all brand new right now. So like, shout out to Chad who worked on this in the last couple weeks. You log in with GitHub, so you do that, you're good. And then you present it with this clearly. So now I mentioned we have 3 steps as well. So you could sync your repos. So that's it's going to actually connect your logged in GitHub account to GitHub in open source. And then what we do is we create this database. Here's a little screenshot of what you're going to look at when we actually click that button. But the goal here is, it's interesting that it disappears for me. You actually want to add your opensource.goals repo. So what I do is click that button. And like what I'm doing right now, and like I'm sort of skipping over some steps, but we wanted to make it very clear of what's happening as you go through the process of signing up for open source. Because a lot of what was happening is folks were not knowing what to do next. So what I did next is I did exactly what I saw. I added opensource.goals. So now that I've done that, you're now presented with step 3. And this is all logic that we just sort of ham-fisted through state management through React, just using some local state as well. And now you have the choice of adding like NPM or Tailwind, but we'll add open source. You can now add open source to your list of repos. So automatically as you get started, you now already have a project you're tracking inside of open source or open source rather. And then it's a good sort of, hopefully good onboarding experience. If it's not, we do have issues. So if you want to click that report a bug button, you can open up an issue and just tell us, hey, you could probably do a better job. And that's exactly most first contributors and open source contributors for open source start, is just telling us what's wrong with it and what bug they sort of discover. So if you want to get involved in open source, I do recommend just signing up, logging in, letting me know what could be better about that experience. Because at the end of the day, like what we're trying to do is get people involved in open source, and we're giving a pathway to find the next contribution, which is why we recommend repos for you. So with that, this will be a short issues with Brian, and I appreciate everybody who's been a part of this whole process up until now, and look forward to joining other folks into the community. So find us in the Discord, and be sure to like and subscribe.
It's Issues with